Hi, my name is Gina Corson, and I am interested in a Hillsborough virtual K-12 position. I've applied for virtual kindergarten, first, and second grade. I have experience in all three current positions. I taught for kindergarten 3 years, and I taught first grade for 3 years, and I'm currently teaching second grade e-learning. Um, so what do I know about Hillsborough Virtual School? I know that it's a virtual platform where the parent is the facilitator and I am the support. I also know that it is for children at their own pace, not requiring students to be on and actively engaged each day via Zoom. Currently, I am doing 3 to 4 Zooms a day for my current students, and it's my understanding that Hillsborough Virtual is what's best for the child and the pace that works for them and their family. I really like that platform because sometimes it's hard for parents to be active as much during this work day when they're trying to work as well. I find this a challenge in my own classroom. I see parents that are trying to work and help their students. And because e-learning is requiring us to be on frequently, it makes it hard for the student. Because they can't help that their parent is working. So that's what I know about virtual school. What has made me successful in e-learning so far? So I truly believe in building a relationship with students and parents, and that has always been my goal. This whole e-learning experience, I have really tried to work on building a relationship with my parents and my students to let them know I'm here to support you, I'm your teacher. If you need anything, whiteboards, supplies, anything, that is my job. I'm here to help you. And being a constant place for my students. It's funny because I had to take a sick day because I have a sick child. And the next day when I joined my morning Zoom, they were all like, Miss Corson, they were so excited to see me. So just seeing that I am their constant in their everyday, they hear my voice, they know my expectations. We've really built a relationship amongst us, student to teacher and student to parent, as well as parent to teacher. So I really have really worked hard on building a relationship, and I think that's what's made my year so successful. I've had very little turnaround as far as kids going back to brick and mortar, and I believe it's because I have built that relationship where the students don't want to leave me. They want to stay, even if e-learning isn't the best fit for them. They really don't want me to leave me, and I think that makes a big difference in being successful. As far as professional development that I have done, I completed all trainings during the 3 weeks of pre-planning. I've taken SIPs 1 and 2. I have taken the Canvas self-paced training. I have taken social studies with the new history labs. I've taken the math iReady training. I've taken iReady trainings. I've taken framework trainings to see how the new frameworks are as far as language arts and math, how their delivery is. I feel very versed in my professional development that I had spent hours in training. Uh, as far as technology, I've really had a lot of fun finding new ways to deliver content via technology. I use a lot of PowerPoint. I have found Epic to be great for reading. The students really enjoy the books. We use Mayan. Epic just has more versatile books, and it also helps them with their DRA. So I've explained to my students, I've done running records, and I'm like, this is your level, this is where we need to go. And so they choose books on their level so they feel successful. They don't feel like they're failing because they don't have all the skills they need. So they choose books that are on their level, and it helps them to feel confident in their reading. I've used Nearpod a lot. I like to create lessons in Nearpod. It makes it easy for the kids. It's easy for us. I've learned how to embed them in Canvas so they don't even have to leave Canvas. They complete their Nearpod right amongst their course. I use a lot of Word and Excel as far as like back end administrative stuff. I create a spreadsheet with all the students. I check in what days they come, what assignments they complete. I feel very confident in my technology that I'm using currently. I also am always looking for new ways to embed technology that's fun for the students. I try to do virtual math tools. So I really do a lot of research on technology. It's something I'm passionate about. 3 most important skills as far as being a virtual school teacher. I believe that flexibility is number one. If you're not flexible when internet goes out or a parent isn't able to sign on or trying to take tests with students, flexibility is just key. Like, you have to be flexible and understand that this is how it is. Internet goes out, parents' computers die, computers do updates. Like, flexibility is number one to me. I also believe that communication is super, super key. Communicating with parents what's going on, if my technology is down, if I'm not able to upload an assignment, if something doesn't go right, building that relationship and having communication with parents is so key. And also having a passion for teaching, to get through all the muddy stuff of the technology. I think that passion behind my teaching really drives my instruction. And part of that passion is also being attentive to the students' needs. In this whole virtual community, like, every child is at a different place, in a different area, in a different home life. Like, so being attentive to the needs of those students really is going to be an important skill. Why do I feel I am the best person for this job? I have a passion for teaching. I always joke that I've been a teacher since I was 5. I'm the oldest of 3 girls, and I used to have my sisters be my students. I've been teaching for as long as I can remember, whether it was teaching my students, or I was always that child in my own classrooms that helped other kids out and was a teacher to them. So my passion for teaching runs deep. I love students. I'm really big proponent of, leading everything that happens at the door. And when I'm behind those closed doors and there's 15 little faces staring at me, that's really where I thrive. So I really have a passion for teaching. I also love finding new ways to deliver content via technology. So in this new e-learning life that we have created, I've really enjoyed the e-learning aspect. I really have enjoyed building my Canvas page. I've really enjoyed finding different ways to deliver content to my students so that they are successful and I am successful teaching them. So it has been challenging. I'm not like teaching e-learning versus in the classroom, because I've done both, is hard. Like, what would take me one class session with kids in front of me and tools and all the things has taken me more than one Zoom. And I have to let my type A personality go and just know that we're doing what's best. The biggest thing for me is I've met my kids where they're at. Like, with COVID and not having school for 6 months, kids are not where they need to be. So meeting my kids where they are and believing in them and building that relationship has made all the difference. I really hope that I get the opportunity to talk about my passion for teaching and really this passion for virtual. I really have enjoyed my e-learning position. It seems to be that virtual is really where my heart is. I love technology. Aside from teaching, I love technology. I love finding new ways. When I was in the classroom, I always did some kind of technology, utilized my smartboard, utilized different games via smartboard. They would check in via smartboard. Like, I used technology in my classroom daily for every subject. So doing it behind a screen is so fun to me. It just lights me up. Thanks again for consideration, and I hope to hear from you soon.